Welcome to Context for Healthcare's ClaimsEditor RAC Audit Solution video. Our RAC Audit solution allows organizations to assess their RAC audit liability and proactively examine their claims. It is a secure web-based solution which allows for no integration costs and no hardware costs. It is of course also HIPAA compliant. What you're seeing here is the login page of the RAC Audit solution. Through a secure socket layer, you will see that a user simply types in their username and then types in their password in order to get started. Let's begin with an overview of the home page, starting with the File Submission section. This is where you go to load a new batch of claims into the software. The List of Batches tab will show all of the batches of claims that you've previously loaded into the system. Upon clicking the Search for Claims section, you will see that the solution allows you to search by claim ID or reference number. You can also see a couple of the other sub-tabs that allow for searches with other criteria, such as patient information and insured information. The Search for Claims Review area allows an organization to find all the occurrences of a specific rule or edit error covering a specific time frame. The admin functionality provides many benefits, starting with being able to manage the rules or edits in the system, allowing a user to disable a rule for any reason. Other administrative features include being able to manage groups within your organization, individual user access, and activity reporting. We also provide a comprehensive help section to immediately address user questions. This section can help new users get started with the software, and it also includes an index and search functions. Let's go back to the File Submission section of the application. Here's where you would start the process of loading a batch of claims to the assessment tool. You would first need to identify the file format, and by clicking on the drop-down box, you will see that we have all the standard file formats and others, including the ability to add your own custom formats. Upon identifying the format that your batch is in, you would open a network folder by clicking on Browse, and then select the batch that you have on your computer or network. You would then select Send File, which would notify you that a batch is being reviewed. After that, you will receive an email confirmation within minutes when the batch review is complete. We've entered the List of Batches area. These batches can automatically be sorted by clicking on any of the column headings, such as if you would like to sort by user or sort by the import date. You also see the various actions that you can take on each batch, such as reviewing the batch to check for errors and generating a RAC audit report. To take a step back, we've added this workflow graphic to show the claims process. You first loaded a batch of claims. We've then applied both our technical and clinical edits. Finally, our RAC solution has performed calculations based on the claims logic, and your interface is updated to show the new batches and reports. We've returned to the List of Batches page. This page will allow you to access the analysis reports, and to do so, you will click on the Reports button toward the bottom of the screen. In this Reports section, you're seeing the three different reports that are generated by the software. First, we have a detailed error report, which lists every edit that is fired on every claim, line by line, with the claim ID, name, and the exact error number and description. Back to the Reports page, we choose the very important Financial Classification Report, which focuses on the cost savings with the RAC Audit software. This report provides the monetary details for each type of edit, as well as summaries. For example, it will list how many errors were found in this batch and the total dollars impacted by those errors. It will also calculate the dollars impacted by detailed categories and your total RAC audit risk. We've now chosen to view the Edit Classification Report, which provides details on the types and categories of edits that have fired on the errors in this batch. You can see we now have reporting edits, documentation required edits, and others. In addition to the description and exact rule number, you will see the exact count of the times and percentage of times this error occurred. This report, as well as others, can be used for a specific batch or many batches over a given time frame. To see if the Context RAC Auditor is right for you, we would like to offer an impact analysis report of your own, at no cost, using a batch of your organization's own claims. This impact analysis report would contain the three reports that we reviewed: the detailed error report, financial classification report, and the edit classification findings. Thank you for joining us today, and please feel free to contact us at 800-783-3378 or via our website at contextforhealthcare.com.